Let's face it, the coronavirus pandemic is taking its toll on us from top to bottom. We're quicker to anger, frustration, tears. We're not sleeping or eating quite right. We're basically just not taking great care of ourselves. And probably the last thing we are thinking about or think's important right now is gratitude. But I would argue it is. In fact, gratitude is absolutely one of the keys to getting us through this crisis. Study after study has shown over the past few years that people who perform small acts of gratitude every day are happier in every single aspect of their lives. Their physical health improves, their immune system gets stronger, they sleep better, they exercise, they have more energy. Their emotional health improves, they tend to be much more optimistic than everyone else. Their self-esteem increases, they are more resilient in difficult times in their life. They're less envious of others. Their social relationships with family, with friends, with loved ones and partners, they all get deeper and they are more meaningful to them. Even their career is impacted. They're better managers, they're better colleagues. They tend to be more creative, more productive, more goal-oriented. All of these benefits just from acts of gratitude. But how do we actually practice gratitude? What does that even really mean? Well, there are 3 keys. 1, has to be every single day and small acts. Every day, small acts of gratitude. 2, mix it up. Throw some variety in there. Not the same thing every day. We'll become immune to it. We want to make it a little bit different every day. And 3, you have to show gratitude both to others and to ourselves. So let's talk about some examples. And there are literally hundreds, so I'm just going to talk about some big picture examples here. First thing, gratitude to others. This is what most of us think of when we think of gratitude. We think about saying thank you. Thank you by phone, in person, by text, by email, by writing a letter, by sending a card. That is how many of us think of gratitude, and it absolutely is. But it's also more than that. We can show gratitude to others just by reaching out to them without expecting anything in return. Maybe sending an old picture from high school to one of your girlfriends just to make them smile and laugh. Dropping a card in the mail that you saw in the store and you thought they might like. Sending someone their favorite flowers. Sending someone candy. Leaving a little gift on the doormat for them, since we can't physically be there. Shooting someone a meme that you saw online and thought was funny, or an article. All of those are also small acts of gratitude to show people that you care about them and that you love them. Also, giving to others who are really in need are act of gratitude. Donating blood right now is so important. You see people all over the country making masks and donating supplies to the people on the front lines of this crisis. All acts of gratitude, donating food to your local shelter, supplies, clothes, if you're able to, financial contributions. All of that are different acts of gratitude that we can show to others. Right now, our small businesses, our service industries are really struggling. So maybe it's leaving an extra big tip when you order takeout, promoting small businesses, trying to put your money into those places, checking on your barber, on your hairstylist, on your dog walker, on your babysitter, just to check in on your kid's swim instructor. All of those are different acts of gratitude too to others. Now let's think about the other kind of gratitude that I mentioned, gratitude to ourselves. For many people, this is a different way of thinking of gratitude, and it might be a little tough at first. But it's so important for those emotional and physical benefits I mentioned. This is really the key, is showing gratitude to ourselves. This is kind of the big ones you see are things like gratitude journaling, having 2 or 3 things every day that you give thanks for. Maybe it's the fact that it's sunny today and it's finally not raining and I could enjoy that sun, that fresh pot of coffee in the morning, having someone have dinner ready for you when you got home. The fact that you have food in your house. Maybe that you and your family are healthy right now when others aren't. All of those are tiny acts of gratitude. The fact that my local Dunkin' Donuts drive-through is open 24/7. So when I'm feeling stir crazy and I want to get out of the house, I have somewhere I can go. All of those you can show by saying them out loud every day. That's what I'm thankful for, by writing it down in a journal. Some people write them on a little note and throw them in a gratitude jar, just kind of like you would throw change in a jar. And then on your tougher days, taking a couple out of those jars and reading them and getting that grateful feeling back. But there are also other ways to show gratitude for ourselves. Take a compliment without demeaning it. What do I mean by that? How many of us in life get a compliment for someone and immediately deflect it off to the side? Oh, you loved my cookies? I'm so glad you like them. It was my sister's recipe. That's deflecting it. You no longer are taking the full compliment for yourself and enjoying that for yourself. And you're not letting the other person give you that compliment either. Enjoy it. You did it, enjoy it. Just say thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, give yourself time to have the things you enjoy. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's 20 minutes a day for your art. Maybe you have a hobby you just love that you feel guilty about. Let's get rid of the guilt. Give yourself that time to really pursue your passions, your creativity, your hobbies, your joy. Maybe it's reading. All different ways we can show ourselves gratitude. And then lastly, and this is a really tough one, but so important right now, showing gratitude for the challenges in our life can be profound. It is hard when we're going through a challenge to see anything good from it. Very hard. So I'm going to say, instead of looking at the challenge itself, let's look at what the challenge has taught us about ourselves and others. Right now, maybe you can't leave the house. It's too dangerous. If you got sick, it could be catastrophic. And all of a sudden, people are reaching out, checking in, delivering food to your door. You're able to go on social media and still connect. You're able to pick up the phone and call people, and they will let you vent and talk and connect and bring some joy and positivity to your life. You're able to get food delivered. You have enough cleaning supplies. All of those things are things to be grateful for in times of crisis. Maybe it's that you still have a job and that you have a manager who is allowing you to figure out how to make all of this work with being at home and not being able to come in, and resources and time. Maybe it's that you're homeschooling your kids and you feel like you're failing and this is not working between work and homeschooling and trying to figure this out. But you know what? Every day, a schedule is being put into place. They're getting things done. They seem to be happy and doing well. The teachers have your back and are working with you through it and trying to figure it all out. You have friends who are going through the same thing who you can vent to and also get ideas from. All of that is gratitude and challenge. And it will help you start to put something positive behind what you're going through. And that's what leads to these benefits. It really does. Now, I just gave you a few examples of different ways to be grateful to ourselves and to others, but there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of examples that you can find on the internet just by searching gratitude, and think of within your own daily life that makes sense for you in your life. So I'm going to give you a challenge right now. My challenge is that every single day, starting today, I want you to find one thing to be grateful for in yourself and one thing to be grateful to yourself and others. So important. Doing that every single day, those two small things of gratitude, within 2 weeks, you'll get all of those physical, emotional, social, and career benefits that we were talking about earlier. But much, much, much more importantly right now, you'll just be happier. And isn't that what we all really need right now? We need some happiness to help ourselves through that. We need that joy back in our everyday, because this is tough. And when we're in crisis, that reserve of happy and joy is what's going to make us get through the tough days and make us do that hard work we need to get there. So start today. Find your gratitude and what you're grateful for, and share it with yourself, with your family, with the world, and with all of us.